Now let's visit one more beautiful place in Natchez, Mississippi. Ravenna is a historic Greek revival house that's recently been restored with its original architectural detail intact. Let's meet up with my friend and owner, Diana Hike, for a tour. Diana, the place just looks so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
The porch is such an important part of, well, this part of the world. Of course, when Ravenna was built in the early 19th century, these porches were very functional, weren't they?
We feel like we use the porch today as people might have many years ago.
Well, I love the way this room is furnished.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, with the wicker and all the beautiful plants. What's so marvelous about this space, the porches here at Ravenna, is that they're so generous and broad.
Your idea of expanding the garden by opening up this space here to give us a vista complements the porch, because you do feel you have one entire living area, garden and porch.
You know, this entryway is so beautiful and it's virtually untouched.
Untouched. This is all original to the house, but we did make changes that you can't see. And those would be things like pipes that are within these columns.
So within these fluted Greek Doric columns are the pipes,
yes,
the workings of the house.
The workings of the house.
That is very clever. I didn't know that.
When we renovated, we wanted to take all of the exterior pipes on the home and the wires off so that we still retained the beauty and simplicity of our home. But we needed modern conveniences. Modern plumbing,
yeah,
modern
absolutely.
wiring.
All those creature comforts that
Central
we all
air
love.
and heat.
Diana, I just love the scale of this hallway.
Oh, thank you.
Now, when you restored this house, as I recall, you did a lot of work on the staircase, didn't you?
We did. We opened the staircase to its original form. It goes all 3 floors of the house. The woodwork in our home, I think, is very special to me. This arch is so lovely. Who would ever want to mess with that or tamper with it?
This door.
Well, you know, we're talking about things that we wouldn't touch, but there are also times in a house there are things that you would do. And one of the things we did was to put the faux finish back on some of these beautiful doors. And an local artisan here in Natchez did this with a feather and a comb, and I think it's exquisite.
It's one of the best examples of graining I've seen.
Thank you. Well, this is the room we live in, our study. And it's a combination, I think, Alan, of modern day and antiquity.
Well, I think so often people feel like it's an old house, that's not going to be very comfortable, but heavens, you've made this one extremely comfortable.
Well, thank you. We like to think of it as a home.
Tell me about the little closet over here.
Well, this is an original feature to the house, but it wasn't very functional.
And you've made it into a bar.
We've made it into a bar,
I love
but it also stores some pipes in the back of it for our upstairs bathroom. And we like a mix of things. I have a very modern painting here by a wonderful artist in New Orleans, and these are some English prints I found in Maine this summer.
Did you move walls and like change where doors are? Did you have to do much of that in the restoration of Ravenna?
We were very particular about doing that. There was a room, our bedroom, that I'd like to show you, that we did move a doorway so that we could have a view and to make the room more easily furnished and more comfortable.
Let's take a look at it.
Sure. Well, we had a bit of a challenge here, and I guess it all starts with the beautiful views we have out of the windows.
What a beautiful room.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it's an example of how I think we made it a little bit more comfortable, because there was a doorway behind the bed, and we really couldn't figure out how to place the bed and enjoy the view out of the windows when we woke up in the morning.
There was no wall that you could put the bed on,
None,
really. Yeah.
None whatsoever. So we shifted the doorway over here, at the same time removed an interior bath that didn't have a window. So we created a bathroom dressing area for us out of the 4th bedroom.
I love how straightforward it is and how simple and clean lined it is. Thank you so much for having me back to Ravenna. It's been a real pleasure.
Well, I love it when you come.
Thank you so much.
Let's have a cup of tea.
Let's do.